Our next task is to create a perpendicular line through a nonlinear point. This is how the setup is going to look. Like before, we're going to have a line A, B. Now let's go ahead and fix our line. Okay, and what we need to do is create a perpendicular line to line AB using a point that is not actually on line AB. This is how it would look. Notice that C is on the same plane as AB, but is not on the same line as AB. So the line has to go through C and create a perpendicular line with A and B. Our first step is going to be to create an arc using C as the center. Now what's important here is that you place the center on C and your arc is big enough to actually cross the line twice. So lock it in place, and in our case the line should be big enough that it will cross our line twice. Okay, notice how it intersects. Now what's important here is those points of intersections, like we have mentioned earlier. So we need 2 points, and we're going to call them D and F, and we're going to place them in the points of intersection. Now once we have those points, we need to create 2 more arcs. And since we're drawing perpendicular lines, our job is going to be to make those arcs slightly larger than the distance from A to B. So I could change this distance right here and make it a little bit smaller, make it more visible, but it still needs to be about more than half the distance between B and E. So we're going to lock it in place, and then we're going to start creating an arc. That's the first arc, and we go to E, the point of intersection, and we're going to create a second arc. Now notice what's going to happen. We now have 2 points of intersection. Once we have those 2 points of intersection between the 2 arcs, we're going to connect the points using a line. Now normally, if this was a physical construction, not a digital one, we would do this by using a straight edge or a ruler. Okay, and notice what happens. Our new line, which we called FG, crosses line C. Okay, and it's also perpendicular to line A and B.